Good afternoon. My name is Ruben Garcia, and I'm in General Bio, Section O2. So today I'm gonna be talking about mitosis and meiosis. I chose this topic as like the main topic that I was interested in, but also it's the one that I know the most because it's more common than the other topics, which is the first topic. So first of all, I'm gonna start with mitosis. Right here, you can see the process of mitosis. You can see how it's the interphase, prophase, prometaphase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase. So first of all, mitosis is a process which contains which ends up like building two identical daughter cells. It is through asexual reproduction. Um, it starts with the diploid cells and it ends up with diploid cells too as well. It also started with the say it stays with the same number of chromosomes at not like what's it called, meiosis, and it produces most of the cells in the body. Now I'm gonna be explaining the phases that consist in mitosis. So first of all, it's interphase. The interphase is where the cell grows to its mature size, makes a copy of its DNA, and prepares to divide into two cells. The prophase, which is the second step, the chromatin in the nucleus condenses to form chromosomes. Its structures called spindle fibers form a bridge between the ends of the cell. The nuclear membrane breaks down. You can see how right here, this is the prophase, and you can see how it breaks the spindle fibers separate, and then they build like a bridge. Second, metaphase. The metaphase. The chromosomes line up across the center of the cell. Each chromosome attaches to a spindle fiber at its centromere, which still holds the chromatids. Right here, we can see the metaphase. Right here, all the chromosomes are lining up in the middle, and they're getting ready to go to the next phase, which is anaphase. Anaphase is where the centromeres split. The cell becomes stretched out as the opposite ends when they pull apart. The spindle fibers draw each chromatin to each side of the cell. Then it's telophase. The chromosomes begin to stretch out and lose their rod-like appearance. This occurs in the two regions at the end of the cell. A new nuclear membrane forms around each region of the chromosomes. And lastly, something happens, sometimes it doesn't. So lastly is cytokinesis. The cell membrane pinches and around the middle of the cell. Eventually, the cell pinches into two. Each daughter cell ends up with the same number of identical chromosomes and about half the organelles in the cytoplasm. Next, we have meiosis. Meiosis, there are two divisions through here, which is meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. And I'm going to start with the explanation of meiosis. This process doesn't make identical copies but consists of the sexual reproduction. The diploids end with haploid cells. There are four daughter cells rather than just two, just like mitosis. The number of chromosomes splits in half. Yeah. Now I'm gonna start explaining the phases of meiosis. To begin with, it's prophase 1. I just explained it before. For mitosis, the prophase 1, the chromosomes condense and become visible. The nuclear envelope breaks down and spindle fibers form. Homologous pair and crossover. Metaphase 1. Pairs of homologous chromosomes move to the equator of the cell. The anaphase. Chromosomes are pulled to the poles by the spindle fibers. Telophase. The chromosomes gather at the poles. Cytokinesis occurs giving two cells. Then it comes to meiosis, which divides the homologous chromosomes. Then it's meiosis 2, which divides the sister chromatids, because already the first reproduction already happened. Now it's going to start with the second division. Prophase, In the prophase, a new spindle fiber forms around the chromosomes. Metaphase, the chromosomes line up along the equator. Then at the anaphase, the centromeres divide, chromatids move to the opposite poles. Then lastly is telophase, which the nuclear envelope reforms and spindle fibers break down, and the cell undergoes cytokinesis. So as we can see how mitosis differs from from for meiosis, because mitosis only undergoes under one single division or reproduction, whereas meiosis goes under two divisions. But also, what's the most commonly thing between both of this is that they both are like forms of cellular reproduction, and also both of them include like chromosomes from both parents. I think that's all I have for you. Thank you so much for your time.